up, everyone? What's up? You ain't first, yo last, motherfucker. There you go. There we go. Hold on, let me get this set up properly. This is V52's 52 Girls. This is an old, this is from their 7-inch, their first 7-inch. On Blue Font Records, when they were still punk rock. All they do is name a bunch of girls' names. That's it. All right, Southern Grower, killer. Got some of the Blue Bonnet right here. This is some outdoor, but it's very, very good. My buddy Denali Gardens grew it in front of good bud here. Smells so good. Denali did a great job on this. Let me see if I can do this without fucking it up. That's the bonnet right there. That's the F2s. Again, this is outdoor. And it still came out very dense and resinous. Very nice. Good job, Denali. So what's everyone up to today? Y'all paying attention to the fucking dickheads out there trying to run their fucking game on you? God, it's abundant right now. You know, I get a lot of criticism, and I get it. Like, I'm not the most positive person in the world. I'm not. I'm a fucking pessimist. Anyways, on top of all this shit. But I get a lot of criticism because I don't have a lot of nice things to say about a lot of people. But here's the thing. I have a lot of nice things to say about a lot of good people. I don't have anything nice to say about fucking scammers. That's right, JV. JV the Sample King guessed it. Who's our first one up? So, I went back and listened to some of the Dunn shows from the past month. So I was really interested to get an idea of where he's at with bringing on guests, as far as the level of guests, quality of guests, you know, stuff like that. And it looks like for the past month, he had on nothing but scammers. Granted, Alex Supernaut was on there, that isn't a scammer. Miami Mango wasn't a scammer. Those are all good people. But the majority of their guests have been nothing but fucking scammers. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on that this keeps fucking happening? Yeah, Done Show tonight. Had my buddy Chris Casas on from Source Genetics. The kid was on there. Love them. The rest, whatever. Anyways, so I was going back and I listened to an episode called Crippy Mass. What, you know, after that show aired, people came on here and asked me if I listened to it, and I was like, no, I don't want to fucking hear that fucking train wreck. Someone saw the GG shirt. Live fast, die. That Crippy Miss episode was fucking awful. Awful as can be. It was nothing but people talking over each other. But there was this one kid on there that sounded like a 13-year-old that just got stoned for his first time. He kept going, and I swear to God, that's exactly what he sounded like.
Don't ever do that.
You have to hear it. That's what he sounded like.
Don't ever do that.
Yeah, whatever you do, don't talk about servers, bro. Yeah, that was fucking retarded too. But this kid was on there talking and big-upping fucking Super Kawaii. Big-upping fucking... now, I'm not sure if he is Sunshine State Seeds, who is a scammer that got caught. Could be. Could be him. Could be his friend. Sunshine State Seeds released fake versions of Gainesville Green and Triangle, if I remember correctly. But he was on the Dunn Show, and he was big-upping Super Kawaii. That's weird. That's fucking real weird guy to attach your fucking name to. I wouldn't want to do that. Yeah, I'll try it. Here, you can put it here. Thanks, Dave. But as I'm listening to the episode, I heard one. I heard several things. Here, I'll give you guys, so you guys don't even have to listen to the episode. I'll give you a run back real quick. Super Kawaii claims that Neville gave his father, Super Bob, whoever the fuck that is, Neville gave his father
AIDS.
AIDS? No, that was later. Gave his father 500 seeds of, first he said Pakistani crossed to Highland Thai, then he said Afghani deep chunk crossed a Highland tie. Now, we have a problem with that. We'll get back to that. And that's what brought forward what became to be known as either Crippy or Kawhi Electric. He really couldn't get a story straight on that. Later on, some moron kept yelling, the death in Kawhi Electric. Someone kept yelling that, and Super Kawhi agreed that's a cousin of the Crippy. Oh yeah, I still have some coffee left.
You don't need it.
Uh-huh.
No.
Anyway, you don't really need to listen to it past that. Then we have BK Roller, Jason Darkhorse's buddy, going on and saying that he bought seeds from, or bought the strain Crippy from Super Kawhi's dad and brought it to Florida, which, I mean, come on, dude. BK Roller's a nice dude. Totally nice dude. That was retarded. That was fucking retarded.
You forgot your Rolex and your pinky ring.
I
Your
did forget.
cousin lent you.
I forgot my Rolex. Shit, she's right.
Fuck, man. You're out here looking naked and poor as
Where's my little Asian slave Mooney? I need to go borrow his his Rolex.
Jesus Christ. Do you need anything else?
No, I'm good. Yeah, there it is. Sending bricks to Florida where they found the seed. Yes, BK Roller. Yeah, was he in there last live? I've got to ask him. How the fuck do you know you were talking to Super Kawhi's dad? I've got to ask him. I've been trying to get him to talk to me. How do you not step on toes and do shit respectful? Be a good human. That's it. Brian, how do you know Super Kawhi's dad? I've got to know. Because that's the only thing that threw me off in the whole fucking episode. Supa's dad. Because Supa, his whole story's a lie. Is his dad part of the story not a lie? That's the one part that I didn't get. Who's vouching for Supa? I mean, Osceola Heirloom's vouching for Supa is one thing, but BK Roller vouching for Supa, that gave him a lot of credibility that he doesn't deserve. So it's still in the confirmation. That wasn't made clear on the Dunn show, and I'm super glad someone fucking cleared it up right now, because that was weird. That threw me the fuck off. Anyway, it was nice to hear Alec on the show. Several people claim it was his dad, Supa Bob. Is that what they're saying, or do they say it's Super Kawhi's dad? Because Super Kawhi is a new dude. Super Kawhi is a very new dude with a lot of lies. We have a whole history of his story, which none of that Neville shit was in it. None of that dad shit was in it. We have it from the beginning. So it really puts that at question. You know, that one part. What's up, Ali? So yeah, I think it's interesting. I know you have some kind of connection with Alec, who's verified to be there, right? I think Ricky vouches for you too. So when you said something about Supa's dad, I'm like, something is fucking me up. His dad's name is Bob. Supa Bob. Yeah. All right. Well, I cleared up the episode. Yeah, Alex seems like a cool dude. Knew his shit. It sounds like you were running Florida at the time. I remember hearing this story originally from Solace Tech Scott. And he had told me about you and that Ricky vouched for you and stuff. And I was like, fuck, that's cool. That's a great part of the story. So I was really looking forward to hearing you and Alec on this thing. But when he threw in the Super Quiet thing, I was like, what the fuck? My head exploded. It went, boom, like that. That's good to know. Now we know. Not the same dude. I can breathe. Anyway, during that show, Osceola Heirlooms was on there. And I had just listened to it literally the night before. I wake up the next morning, I have 90 fucking messages. 90 messages from people going, hey dude, check this dude out. Check out what he's doing. He's fucking scamming. He had a bunch of different pictures up saying it was the Gainesville Green, I think. Or no, Miami Mangoes cut. He was saying he had Miami Mangoes cut across the stuff and all this shit. And ended up being pictures from other people's shit. And when they asked him, "What, dude, why are you doing that?" It's because I live in an illegal state. I can't put up my own. I gotta. So, I thought that was interesting. So, any of you fucking with Osceola Heirlooms right now, go ahead and hit the block on that. There's no need to fucking deal with that dude. I always accept nudes from men. Yes, yes. You know how we all roll in the can Illuminati. Thanks for clearing that up, BK. It's the only thing I had a question about in that whole fucking show. The rest of it was a shit show. Everybody trying to talk over each other. Fucking super quiet, being a dick to everyone. That I expected. That dude is just a pompous little kid. But, goddamn. Said he had seeds of Miami haze. Who said that? Osceola? Yeah, there's already. It's just like, fuck. Expect to pick up a fat dude with a Twinkie in his butt cheeks. Yeah, Adam's good at the cutting off. I mean, BK, we all know that. We all know that. Ain't gonna get a word in edgewise with Adam cutting you off to tell you about the Amsterdam days. Not that there's anything wrong with Adam. Like I said, he may dislike me, but I did look up to Dunn when I was first getting into this quite a bit. He was one of the first Americans go over to Amsterdam. Not one of the first Americans, I should say, but during that second wave, he was one of the guys that was there doing it, and he was doing what I wanted to do. Exactly what I wanted to do with my life, and he was doing it big, and I always respected him for that, and he put a lot of passion in me, like I'd see the little brief interviews and shit. I'm like, dude, that guy knows his shit. But then, do I believe Adam's Dunn's story about creating bubblegum? I don't think he said he created bubblegum. He got it. He says Illinois chewing gum or something like that. And brought it over to Amsterdam where he made the seeds. Something like that. Adam Dunn Show is talking. Adam Dunn Show never talks good about me. He's actually said some very, very rude things directly to me. But I'm trying to get past that. We don't hold grudges. I'm not one to hold a grudge, right? Yeah, he says Illinois chewing gum the last time. Now he's saying Illinois bubble gum, but I think he means chewing gum, if he wants to stick with that story. Thoughts on old school genetic? I don't know much about it. Can't really comment on it. What work did Adam actually do for Sensi? That's a good question, Lush. I don't really know about work. Didn't he work at the... I don't know. Where's Not So Dog? We need Not So Dog in here. He knows all that shit. Is Indiana Bubblegum... Isn't it Indiana Bubblegum? And isn't it Inspectus Cut? Well, Adam Dunn has always said Indiana Bubblegum, but recently he said Indiana Chewing Gum, and he's back to Illinois Chewing Gum, and now he's back to Illinois Bubblegum. However, even Caleb will say, I don't know if that's the original bubblegum, but it is from around 95. Let's see what we got. Yeah, Bog's Bubble is fire. Bog stuff is good. Guide at the Cannabis Castle. That's what I wanted to say, but I don't want to comment on something that I don't know for sure. Okay, what else you guys got? So, yeah, I just wanted to blast that Osceola Heirlooms, dude, just because it was so bad. It was so bad how fucking... That dude would... Every few minutes you hear... like, this lame little chuckle in the background of a 13-year-old who just got high for his first time as he's sitting there fucking... Soup is legit. Soup is tight. Just doing that in the background. Who keeps saying sofas? Don't say that. Adam works sales desk at Sensi Retail Store. There you go. There we go. What else we got? Indiana was a mistake, and his friend said Illinois. Yeah. Who is Adam's more unlistenable. I mean, I don't know. I can't say that. That's a toss-up. Toss-up. Favorite strain to smoke is always going to be something in the blueberry line. It has a very relaxing high for me at all times. Not necessarily the Afghani-based blueberries, but the ones that are more the BC blueberry types coming out in the 90s. What are your thoughts on people hustling hard to find genetics and selling them at a huge markup? Yeah, dude. If you haven't been doing this for a long time, you don't realize how hard it is to track down certain strains. Sometimes it can take years to do it correctly with good provenance, stuff like that. If someone then takes that after waiting 10 years or, however many reversals they try with it maybe and failed, they can do whatever the fuck they want. They can mark it up if they want, and if people pay it, then it's worth it. That's how I roll. I'm not mad at anyone for trying to make money off their work. You know, this is art. Some people's art is better than others. Let's see. Tried JD's blueberries and milk. I have not. Fletch is on Bubble Man's new show right now. Fletch, you're a traitor. You're a traitor, Fletch. That's pretty cool, though. Thoughts on Mass Medical? I think we went over him on... No, he's not really... I mean, yeah, he's a scammer, but whatever. He's an awesome fingerboarder, right? I don't want to take that away from him. 12 being whatever story is true. Would you expect to see similar plants throughout the various offspring? So let's say you take a cut and you reverse it. A lot of people have the idea that you're going to get exact clones of that cut. Not necessarily. If you take it from a line that is, say, an IBL has 1 to 2 phenos already, something that's been heavily worked, and then you reverse that single cut, you'll probably have very good stability because the line was already worked to be stable. But if you take a polyhybrid like gelato or cookies or something like that and S1 it, you're going to see lots of variation. That's the answer. Yeah, I do know Stone Ninja. He's from my city, I believe. I believe he's from the same city. We haven't had a chance to sit down, but yeah. Zoolander. Yeah, Zoolander used to hit me up and get all kinds of info, and then I saw him talking shit about me one day, calling me a know-it-all, so he got ixnayed. I don't know. I don't like people who fucking milk me for info and stuff that I've learned over the years and then fucking talk shit. I don't... It's disrespectful. What's up with P1 and Stony... her fake P91? Yeah, she has no P91. She didn't know what the fuck P91 is. How does one get the Blueberry IX? Let's see. Who has the last of it? Someone has the last of it. Speakeasy has the last of it. You can get it at Speakeasy Seed Bank this weekend at Indo Expo. And for anything that she doesn't have, Breeders Direct Seed Co. is going to be there. And they have tons of stuff for me. They have the most of the whole Blue Bonnet lineup. Most. So definitely stop by both booths. Check them out. See what they got. What's up, Miami? Miami! I just watched that episode with Super Kawaii trying to insist that the kryptonite you knew is his Crippy. That was one of the most obnoxious things I've ever seen, was a kid trying to talk down to you. That got on my nerves. What does polyhybrid mean? Poly means many. Hybrid means, well, a combination of two... well, that's F1 hybrid. A hybrid would be a combination of two different things. But I think that's good for people to know. I think it's good for people to know. What is a polyhybrid? It is it's a line that is not an F1. It is a cross of many different lines together, like that, and you get a muddled mess. Sometimes you find great shit in it, you know. An F1 hybrid would be crossing two distinctly different genotypes, like an Afghani to a Thai. What's that? Ghost, it's a good question. If I do an open pollination of a 10-pack, should I call the early flowering and badge structure male or leave them to preserve the genetics? You want to, if you're doing any selection, it's not an open pollination, so you want to leave everything in. What's up, Stony? Thoughts on Jungle Boys? Worth the cash? I don't know about the seeds. I haven't run them. But Ivan's been in the scene a long time. He's always been a good dude to me. And he knows his shit. So, yeah, I don't see why not. People go buy seeds from Mass Medical, has no fucking clue about anything. It has no skin in the game. Yeah, I'd definitely go with Jungle Boys over shit like that. Are open pollinations of single packs a good idea? Yeah, I think so. Why not? If you don't want to buy 2 packs of something to get more variation, why not open pollinate and make yourself tens of thousands? You know what I mean? Like, it's a given. How long should Purple Punch be in flower for? I don't fucking know. You ever work with a bag seed? Yes, I have. Riot Berry came from a bag seed. Yeah, Jungle Boys does do big pheno hunts too, which is, I can't even do massive pheno hunts like they're doing. Do I know of PWF? Orensaurus? Yes, he's a good dude. Been around a long time. Purple Punch shouldn't be in flower in 2020. Ugh! Killed it, Stony. Super Clown was insisting the bricks from Hawaii as if the rest of the world wasn't dumping shit on Miami, right? Like there's nothing from Colombia going up to Miami, that port. No, it was going around the whole fucking world, coming down under fucking South America and coming back up to Florida from Hawaii. Yeah, that's happening. What do you think of DJ's Blueberry? I'm looking for that old school Blueberry, that good stony stuff. Well, it depends on what old school is to you, right? Old school stony Blueberry, I'm assuming you want some of the more Afghani-based stuff, which would not be the old school Blueberry to me. That would be more modern Blueberry. You can find that anywhere. Can you see my plants? No, I don't like to fucking rat on myself. I'm not big on ratting on myself and showing plant counts and shit. Why the fuck would I do that? I don't need people's admiration that bad. How is the Santa Cruz Blue Dream? Only had shit dark heart. Santa Cruz Blue Dream is pretty fucking good. Yeah, I like it. I've always liked it. I made the first S1s of it a long time ago. Does AK Bean Brain have pre-DJ Blueberry? There is no such thing as pre-DJ Blueberry. I'm sorry, that is fucking asinine. Fucking asinine. And I genuinely, when I first commented on this, I wasn't trying to hurt AK Bean Brain's feelings or call him a liar. I wasn't. I genuinely thought there was no way he would say such a claim, because that isn't possible, and he already knows what his cut is. It's a BC Blueberry from DJ. And it's very, very clear because it's almost auto flowering, which was a trait that ran through the BC blueberries. And some of the best blueberries were from BC. As far as terps, his has a great terpene content. It's very, very blueberry candy. Yeah, so that I didn't mean to call him a liar. That's not what I intended. But if the shoe fits, he did say it was pre-DJ. It's all over the place. Any experience with... I do not have any experience with Bodhi's Deep Blue Pakistani, no. What's up, Tsunami? Bubbleberry was a hot strain in early 2000. Yes, it was. There have been other things since I saw that I went and checked up on AK. And again, I don't want to... I'm not going to keep it going. He can explain himself. What's my take on Mob in relation to Blue Indica? I'll know more after I flower it. After it's done flowering. It's already flowering.
Bit my tongue so hard.
Yeah. You have what? Fidus Family Farms thought it was True Blue. You have what? What do you have? What's up, Coma? Didn't DJ rename his Blueberry after finding the pheno? No pre? Yes, correct. He didn't make the TKNL5 haze. No, he did not. The TKNL5 haze, everybody was all like fucking stoked over. I asked him where he got it. First he said from the seed bank, duh. You know, NL5 haze, seed bank. But then I pushed him further. No. Where did it come from? And he said, oh, some kid gave it to me. I'm just not sure who. You don't remember who gave you the TKNL5 haze? You're F2ing everywhere? That's fucking weird. But, you know, maybe he didn't. Maybe he's an older gentleman. Maybe his memory's getting worse. I don't know. Maybe that's the reason for the pre-DJ stuff. He makes great catalogs. Right? I think everybody should buy his catalogs off him. I think everybody needs a set in their possession, regardless of anything. Right? I think that's cool. Trinity Blueberry from back in the day. Oh, Trinity Blueberry. You have the old TC Blue? I just did a Trinity Blue Bonnet Cross in honor of that because I thought that strain was dead. So that's pretty cool. The TC Blue. What's some completely unique strains a noob should try? Skunk One. Coma blocked you from his live. Probably said something silly. How do you feel about Third Coast Genetics max yields? Is that the Oreos? I don't know. I haven't run it. If you have a huge collection, info could get mixed up, but this is something he's releasing, and most people, I can tell you where I've sourced every last thing that I have. Every last thing that I have. You know, the Trinity didn't end up being a dud in the end. It was frosty as fuck. and quite chirpy. But it did have some weird growth traits. So, yeah. Why do people say Mr. stole his genetics? He does owe people money for seeds that were made. He owes Duke quite a bit of money. I'm not going to go into that. It's Duke's business, you know. But Mr. Soul doesn't know anything about cannabis. Mr. Soul learned how to reverse off of one of my bottles and then immediately started doing lectures about reversals after his first reversal. Fucking, that guy's a fucking scam if there's ever been one. Sly and Soul were the original Brothers Grimm. Sly did all the work. When he disappeared, fucking Rick dipped out. He couldn't keep doing it. Well, Duke didn't put Soul in the game. Soul's been around long before Duke, but Duke did make everything for Brothers Grimm, the second round. Yeah. Mr. Soul, I don't think Mr. Soul abuses animals. I think he's just a fucking cochino. What about Bob Hemphill? You know, I said the other day, you got to look at people who they surround themselves with, right? Bob don't keep friends, not for long. But for being the librarian, he sure did fall for Nature Fraud's 1968 skunk one. That is like the first strain you learn about when you get into breeding is skunk one. I would think, you know, the baseline. Skunk, NL, Hayes, Afghani, different Afghanis, you know, Malawi, stuff like that. He believed that he could get a skunk from 1968 and gave his whole fucking library to that little con artist. It's hard to have a high opinion of that dude, ever. Plus, first time I met him, he shit on one of my best friends right in front of me, and it was disgusting. Okay, what else? Blue Skies Vienna, really? If you guys are falling for that dumbass, then there's nothing I can say to help you. Usually when people ask about Blue Skies, I just boot them because you're not ready. You're not ready for the big time yet. Mr. Soul shot his dog for nipping at his alpaca? What? Yeah, Blue Skies has scammed a lot of people out of money for that stupid-ass fake skunk that he has. Not fake skunk. It's Skunk 1, apparently. Or, I don't even know what he really has, but he's saying he has Skunk 1 from Old Timer 1, and Old Timer 1, I put it up. You can find it in a previous post that Old Timer 1 said it wasn't skunky himself. So why he would be saying that shit, I don't know. What else we got? What else you guys got? Fire them at me. I think we have like 30 minutes left on the money. I don't have much to say about Colin. I don't have much to say about Colin at all. Talk about the Holy Grail I just got. What Holy Grail did I just get? I'd love to know what Holy Grail I just got. Robert Clark, he sure thinks the lantern tech is away. Robert Clark is the man who wrote How to Breed. You know, the cannabis breeding book, the book on cannabis breeding. So I can't ever say anything too bad about Rob, despite what I really think. Favorite cross from the Blue Lines. I have a lot of different favorites. The Blue Irene's delicious. What's another good one? There's so many I'm running through my head. The Blue Sour. It just depends on what you're looking for, right? Everything that I crossed it to, I crossed to for a reason. The Trinity Blue, very special and unique. The Foreplay, which is the Fairfax 4-way crossed to Blueberry, is fucking amazing. So, yeah. Best cherry terps you've run from seed. Cherry from seed. AK-47. Gary Beltry, yes, you are correct. Mentioned something a couple weeks when I asked. Oh man, I don't remember. It's been a while since I've brought in any new clones, but I did get some good stuff from CSI, but I'm not gonna blow it all out there. What brings out the most blueberry out of the blue line? So, if you're looking for blueberry terps from the blue line, I would suggest going to the BC era and finding stuff from back then. The Blue Satellite 1, 2 maybe, not so much. Sweet Tooth dominates so much even in the Blue Satellite 1. It's hard to find a great pheno. You could find BC blueberry still, I'm sure. I'm sure you can still find that, and you'll find some amazing stuff in there. Best lemon tasting strain, Lemon G. Lemon G. Lemon G is like someone took a fucking skunk and filled it up with fucking lemon spray in its anal gland and fucking smashed it in your face. That shit is so lemon, it's insane. Yeah. Wasn't Cherry AK one in the top? That's what the thought was. I mean, but you can find it in there. You could find it in there. Afghan Selection Seedco, I'm not. I do have a Cherry AK crossed to Blue Bonnet, and Nibu will say there is no such thing as Cherry AK other than his cut. However, it is a pheno of AK expressing cherry, so there's that. Vietnam Black. Lots of different Vietnam Blacks have been released over the years. We had JoJo's Vietnam Black that ended up in Willie Nelson. We have Billy Goat Seeds Vietnam Black. I believe Rado did a reproduction of that. So yeah, there's a lot of different Vietnam Blacks out there. They're all pretty speedy. Oh, I did make a test cross with the Vanna Luna, and it was garbage. A lot of it was, it had very nice terps, fruity terps, but the problem was it was very light in the chlorophyll, if that makes sense. It was very white leaves, lots of blonde white leaves, and that's just not something I want to pass on for breeding. I think it's interesting, it's beautiful, but yeah. So yes, I have the real Chem 91 VA cut. Yeah. Yes, every single cut he has is real. He's more anal than I am about cut provenance. Sub Cool was who started the whole Cherry AK is a 1 in 100 thing. Is it him that started that shit, Cecil? He's a dumbass. Never tried so many Lemon G crosses and never got crazy lemon terps. That's weird because Lemon G breeds very dominant for lemon terps. Besides Archive, we all source with Lemon G. Pip, I have it in there. I've bred with it. Lots of people do. Billy Goat Vietnam Black was a repro of Fet's. Ah, there you go. So it would be Fet and JoJo that had it. Unless JoJo sent it to Fet, then that would make it all similar. Any more sweatshirts anytime soon? I might. We'll see how we're going. Surfweed, yeah. We have the same lemon tree cut in that 91 lemons from Hefe. We have the same lemon tree cut. It's very lemony. It smells and tastes exactly like Lemon G, if I'm being honest. That cut, I think, is a Lemon G hybrid. The lemon tree cut that's being passed around right now. I think it's a Lemon G hybrid. It's not the same as what I had a long time ago as Lemon Tree. So, yeah. Yeah, Olandris will be pissed if someone talks shit. Don't do that. That dude is... I'm serious. Like, I've got some people obsessed, like Blue Lies Vienna and stuff that are obsessed with me and, like, fucking obsess over me. Copycat, too. But that Olandris dude is next level. Next level dick sucking on sub. Yeah.
I don't know.
You always confuse people with that.
Oh, I don't know if Denali heard me, but Denali, you have something coming. I'm gonna.
Denali's coming.
You have something coming.
Oh.
Dirty motherfucker. Anyway, I'm gonna keep painting.
Okay.
Getting off.
Yeah, get off that. Don't.
I didn't say shit. Did I?
No.
Okay.
What's your opinion on I-95 or crosses made? Wave Genetics, if you haven't seen their work. I don't know who Wave Genetics is, but Elite Cannabis has done the best I-95 crosses I've ever seen in my life. Run a lot of them. Have some of the keeper cuts from Elite Cannabis. That shit is fire. That shit is fucking fire. Especially the ChemD I-95 stuff. Fire. So that's where I would send people. Elite Cannabis. And I have a feeling we're going to see Elite Cannabis do a big drop this year. I've been talking to Matt about it a lot. And I think he might be ready. to finally do it. He's always given his seeds away. He's given them away for years, and he always gives them to like charity funds and stuff like that because he's a very good fucking guy, amazing guy. And I'm trying to, but they're very hard to get a hold of, right? So I want to make them easier. BK, if you need anything, get at me. We'll make it happen. I got plenty, and I know we can make that happen for you if you want some. How did I-95 get its name? I have no fucking clue. I'm not from the East Coast. What is the real headband cut? It depends. It depends on who you ask. If you ask Not So Dog, his LA Kush is the real headband. There's also, what is it called, the 56-day headband. I don't like that name for it, a.k.a. the murder cut. To me, that would be the real headband, but it's hard to say. It's hard to say. Thoughts on Dying Breed? I've used a lot of Dying Breed stuff. Well, not a lot, but I've used two things. The Black Rosé and the Z-Cube, the Skittles VX3. It's good stuff in there. Yeah, but I did pop 15 packs or so and of different lines, and they all were very similar, and they did not have the same genetics. So I was very confused about that part. But yeah, what's up, Select? Oz-Kush was good, dude. A lot of the very first crosses that they put out, including Oz-Kush, were really good. Still have a bunch of that stuff too. Thoughts on alien genetics? No thoughts at all. Nothing bad or good. I don't know. How'd those Black Rosé crosses come out? I haven't seen anyone rocking them. I didn't really release a lot, man. They're good, but they're not much different than the Z-Cube crosses, if that makes sense. Like, I think I got 15 packs with all the same seeds shoved into them, labeled as something different, is what I think. The murder cut story. Oh, can't tell the murder cut story. I wish I could. Headbands, Skittles, and veg, get it in flour. Best way to store seeds: cold, dry, dark. That's the way to know. That's the way to remember. Cold, dry, dark. If you can do that, you're good. Thoughts on Stray Fox? Stray, I met him through Bodie. Very, very lovely, lovely human being. Very fun to be around. His energy is pretty fucking amazing. Really like him. How's the Great Pie Heirloom Afghani? There's a lot of pics of it online. It used to be called Black Flag. Now it's just Black Heirloom Afghani because it didn't really sell under Black Flag name. People don't like punk rock, apparently. So, yeah, it's one of my favorites of the Heirloom Afghani crosses by far. It definitely fits in the modern weed era, but still has a fucking spanking of the Heirloom Afghani from the old school. Is there one main Skittles pheno going around or a bunch? I think there's multiple, but the Dookie Brothers one, I believe, is the one. Wish you could find some Smellboat. Smellboat! Is he in here? Smellboat! People want your shit! The Jeezel Appalachia Wolfpack. So, I got Jeezel originally from Bodie. I would never have known about Jeezel. I would have known about it, but I probably never would have got it, run it when I did because of Bodie. I think it was Jeezel Bengy Hayes was the first one, and it's fucking fire. And then when I got Jeezel, that changed my life, man. Jeezel's the shit. Messing with hemp. Yes, I just made 15 million hemp seeds in the hemp reversal that I did. We're finally getting tallies in. 15 million seeds. I didn't expect that many. We had a goal of making 2 million. 10 million would have been just off the chain with the space we had, but 15 million, we did good. Exactly, BK. Which cut of Romulan, bro? There's so many. Chem D versus Chem 91 if you can only choose one. Chem 91 because I can... Chem 91. Baseline. I can always cross something to it to remake Chem D if I wanted to. So, yeah. Black Dog. What's Black Dog? Sounds familiar. You getting paid $1? I'm not getting paid shit. I already been paid for that reversal. I'm not getting money like that. But the people who I did it for that hired me to do it, they're getting a lot of money for those. Yes. We made the seeds, I believe, for sale, so they're selling them all around the world. Have I run Chem Sister? I've run Chem Sister hybrids that might have been a Chem Sister S1 hybrid. I don't know if I've run Chem Sister pure hybrids, if that makes sense. I don't know if there are many Chem Sister pure hybrids. The cut of Romulan to where I can't stop eating. Oh, I don't know. Everything affects everyone differently. Diesel S1s, please. Diesel S1s I made for fucking 7 years. They're gone now. I moved on from making the Diesel S1s. Last time I tried it, the reversal failed, meaning it reversed but didn't drop any pollen. So that's when I was like, oh, time to retire it. Time to retire the Diesel S1s. But yeah, there's beautiful shit in them. If you can find old packs of them, grab them. There's a lot out there. What company is selling the seeds that you made? But if you put in www before RiotSeeds.com, it won't go to the right place. So just put in RiotSeeds.com. I found that out. Oh, before I forget, does anybody have the emails that from Burner that went out, or from Cookie Fam that went out about the candy rain seeds, about replacements? Does anybody have any of those emails in their email box? I know one of you bought those fucking bullshits. I know one of you. Don't be ashamed. I'm only asking because I want a copy of that email. I did say 15 million hemp seeds. I made them for another. Oh, okay, I got you. I made them for another company though. It was a ghost reading thing. So that company, I have no idea where you buy the seeds of the hemp seeds. I'm sorry. I'll find out and I can talk about it next time. But yeah. I was just hired to reverse it and do all that shit. That's what I do. I'll check there, BK. I need to get it for... Someone's asking me to get it and track it down, so I'm going to do that. A lot of the Chem Sis out there that people are using is called Bundy Sis. It's supposed to be a Chem Sister S1. It's been passed around as Chem D for a long time. But yeah, that's mostly what people use as Chem Sister, is the Chem Sister S1, whether they know it or not. Can you get a discount if you drop my name? Where? Sure. Right? The Gary Payton is fire. What is Gary Payton? Is that some lame-ass Cookie Fam fucking garb? You know, have any strains for arthritis? One of the main reasons that I like blueberries for arthritis. I have really, really fucking bad arthritis for a lot of different reasons. But yeah. What seed banks have you worked with in the past? Oh, fuck. The Attitude. Me and Sub were the first Americans on the Attitude back in the day. I've been scammed by a lot of fucking seed banks. I don't even want to list them because they just pretend to sell my seeds. So yeah, but right now, you can probably still find seeds with Bike at Get Seeds right here. You can probably still find seeds at Seeds Here Now. You can definitely find seeds at Speakeasy, and you can definitely find seeds at Breeders Direct SeedCo. Those, for the most part, I can guarantee. What do I think of gelato? I've used it. It's an okay breeder, but I mean, it's just another cookies, right? It's nothing unique. Can I talk more about my interactions with Neville? Sure. What do you want to know? Neville came back in 2009, 2010. Started interacting with people on Mr. Nice's website. I was on there quite a bit, interacting a lot. And when Neville came back, that was like, oh my God, this is fucking God for all intents and purposes, right? Like, Neville's here. We can ask him anything. What the fucking fuck, right? So, I briefly started talking with him on the forum because I didn't want to just message him. I'm sure a lot of people fucking messaged him during that time, and I was just like, I don't want to be one of those fucking scabs asking him for his old shit. Whatever, you know, I mean, that's what people were doing, right? But we started talking on the public boards, and then he messaged me privately, and that was like, oh, I get to ask him all the fucking nerd questions that I want? What the fuck? So we started talking, and he was really interested in what I was doing with reversal projects here of the clone-only California strains, and he wanted us to work on a Bubba project together and an Airborne G13 project together. So yeah, that's how we first started working together. I sent over my Airborne G13 S1s and the Bubba S1s. Him and my buddy Ian Kangativa were going to take that and breed with it. It would be a 3-way collaboration. It was really fucking cool. That was a dream for me. During that time, Reefer Man came on Mr. Nice's website. And Reefer Man, when everybody saw his name, including me, I was like, oh shit, not this motherfucker. Because he is notorious for being a horrible scammer. Always has been a scammer. He's fucked over a lot of my friends, and I just wanted nothing to do with the dude. So I ignored him. But he got into Neville's ear. And he started telling Neville, hey, me and you need to start a company together. You know, we're old school. We really, you know. And Neville, he was throwing big numbers at Neville about all this money he was going to make him. And sure enough, Neville was talking to me. I was like, dude, be careful. Just be careful. I'm not going to tell you what to do. You're obviously, you know, more experienced with this than I am. But just be careful with that guy. You've been gone a long time, and this guy's done a lot of bad shit. Sure enough, Neville comes to me, start asking me to send Reefer Man clones for their project. He's like, and I said, I really don't feel comfortable doing that. You know, Reefer Man was telling me, bro, I'm going to give you the real Jew gold. I'm going to give you this and that. And I'm like, I don't really want your fucking Jew gold. I don't really want your fucking love potion. You know, I don't really want any of that shit. But regardless, I wasn't going to send him what he was asking for free. So, no, Rimio was not Charles. No. Charles came under Reefer Man on his name. Rimio Jabo, that was that guy's nickname. I don't remember who Rimio really was, but yeah, he was an idiot. So Charles Reefer Man wanted Brothers Grimm Matanuska Thunderfuck seeds, which I did happen to have, and he wanted a bunch of my clone onlys. I can't remember at the time. Blowfish was one, and a bunch of other ones. And Neville told me, I just said, I don't feel comfortable doing that. I don't feel comfortable doing that. He said, dude, on my word, if he fucks you over, I'll make sure you're taken care of. And I was like, all right. So I sent it, and within 2 weeks, Reefer Man had convinced Neville that if he worked with me, that I would be, and this is over like an 8-month period, right? So it wasn't just like a few weeks. It was over an 8-month period. He convinced Neville that if he worked with me, it would make him look poor, right? It would make him look broke if he worked with me because I'm just some small-time asshole, right? That's about where it ended. They did make the Airborne G13 hybrid and never saw anything from it. And shortly thereafter, Neville disappeared. Now, during this time, I got to watch Neville transform from the guy that I really looked up to into this greed cow. And I know he's gone, but this is real. This is really how it happened. He started shaking down Shanti Baba for money. Now, back in the day, he sold Shanti Baba all the genetics he had for $250,000. That's a lot of money for back then. And it was a major gamble Shanti took to invest in Neville seeds. Neville felt when he came back that $250,000 was no longer enough, even though that transaction had taken place many years before, and that Shanti had made many millions of dollars since then, so he felt that he was owed more money. And I remember him hitting me up and saying, what do you think? I think he owes me money. What do you think? I was like, I don't think so. And that's kind of when everything started to fall apart, too. Like, he was falling out with Shanti. He was falling out with me. He was falling out with everyone that he had made friends with. Shanti is fucking rude. Shanti is rude. There's no doubt about it. Shanti is very fucking rude. Regardless, that was their deal. And if you want to go back, Welch on a deal 10 years after the fact and say someone owes you more money, that's kind of a bitch move, right? I don't think Neville was in a good place mentally. Yeah. Before he passed, I didn't really know what was going on in his life, and I did try to hit him up later on just to talk to him, after everything was all said and done, let him know, no bad feelings, shit happens, but within a year of the last time I hit him up and never got a response, and I always thought that was really weird because we didn't leave on bad terms. I just walked. I never said anything bad about him, just walked. But about a year later, he had passed, and that was it. So that I found out why he wasn't responding. He was in the hospital and dying. So he's a complicated human, man. He was responsible for a lot. I think all breeders owe him a debt of gratitude. And during that time, I made the most brilliant decision I ever made. And I asked him, "Hey, Neville, do I have your permission to work with anything you made?" He said yes. So that's my ace in the hole, so to speak. Dunn said he was a junkie. Was he still using? He may or may not have been. I don't know. Everyone's a junkie to something. So, did you ever try any of him and Kanga's Grail shit? No, I didn't. They never sent me shit. Shortly thereafter, Kanga got popped in Australia, and that went real bad. But I did see a lot of it grown, and it was all really bad. And when I say bad, it's probably because it was bred in Australian outdoors, right? And people wanted to grow it American indoor, and that's just not going to happen. Well, Hawkins Spatial, nope. What's up, Jungle Boys? How you doing, brother? What do you think of Todd McCormick? Todd loves Todd. Todd was Prop 64 all the way. All the way. I have nothing else to say about Todd. I mean, really. I heard he has a seed company now. Todd was never a breeder. He was a breeder hanger-on. He liked being around fucking famous people. He liked being around, you know what I mean? Like, fuck that guy. I just don't have anything good to say about that. Ripper Seeds? I don't know who Ripper Seeds is. No clue. Describe the smell and flavor of Northern Lights you remember going around. I'm not old enough to have been around pure Northern Lights. That's like mid-'80s, and I was probably 5, So I can't tell you. I've tried cracking the Northern Lights code for many years, and the more I learn, the less I know. Is Copycat legit? Is featured in High Times? Get the fuck out of here, you fucking douchebag. What the fuck? Get the fuck out of here. How old am I? I think I'm 38 now. Fuck. What else you guys got? We got like 6 minutes left. Yeah, I'm a kid. Not really. I've got the body of a 90-year-old, but yeah, no, I am young. How much about THCV? Got a plant rich with it? I really like Tokyo OG. That was very, very riddled with THCV in a good way. It had a very special high, and I always wondered why. Later on, we found out it was big at THCV. You big mad at copy? No, kid's a fucking scammer. You too. How many fucking names does this little fucking brat have? Faggot. Anyways, and I didn't mean that in a I hate gays kind of way. I'm from California. It means something different. What's up, Route 64? Doc says you have the body of a 65-year-old. Yeah, I feel the same. Doug's Varin cut. I've heard about it. Isn't that supposed to be another THCV cut? I don't know much about it other than that. What do I think Bodie's best crosses are? I would look for the Jeezel stuff. Sunshine Daydream stuff. A lot of the Snow Lotus stuff was great. I love a lot of his early stuff. That's when I first met Bodie. It was like the Double Purple Moonshine era. Shit was bomb. He put out some fucking fire back then. And it was really unique for the time. And he still puts out fire, and it's really unique for the time. I'm just partial to that because that's when we first met, and that's what like gave Bodie that glow, So that's the stuff I was super into. But I'm sure a lot of the stuff he makes today is fucking awesome, He's been doing this a long time. He travels the world, hunting land races. He's a breeder's breeder. Thoughts on the Colorado float? Never had it. Vanilla Terp strain. X18 can have some. Vanna Luna's supposed to. I haven't seen any yet, though. A little bit of SoCal Master. Bubba. Does New York City Diesel have any chem in it? No. Pure power plant? No, but I've heard a lot about it from friends up in Canada. They swear by it. Have I seen Street Fox's skunk? Yes, it looks like a super skunk to me. Opinions on autoflowers. Good for hemp and beginning breeders to see how traits pass. Thoughts on breeder Steve? Steve's been nice to me, you know, and I'm a big fan of Blue Satellite, so yeah. Best lime terp strain of all time. Limelight. I'm going to give myself that one just because I can. Vanilla frosting from Dick Hart. Yeah, I don't know who that is. Any words for aspiring breeders? Don't trust everyone. Don't just immediately trust someone because they're nice. That's been my biggest fail in this whole thing, in all of cannabis, was trusting people who are nice. Don't do that. Nice people can be fucking. Nice people can be sociopaths. So just don't trust everyone. Don't assume that people are telling you the truth when they're handing you a clone. Don't. Do your proper research. If you can get a clone from the base source, which would be the breeder or person who had it, brought it to the table, go there. Don't fuck up and just start grabbing fucking any seed line, crossing it, and thinking you're doing something special. Know who you're trusting. Have some passion. Learn about what you're doing. I mean, if you're a plumber, you wouldn't just go get fucking random tools and start going at it. You'd learn, right? So have some passion and learn about this shit. If this is your passion, know it. If it's not your passion, get the fuck out of the way.
Yeah.
Oh, the HP13 cross from Top Dog. I didn't find any keepers in mine, but that doesn't mean there aren't any, you know, but I didn't run into them. I did some HP13 Maui Dog. I didn't find any keepers in that either. But I'm going to give them another run, like I do. Usually if I run something once, I'll run it twice just to be sure it wasn't something from the room that made it, you know, not perfect or whatever. So I'm going to run through some more. We'll see. I'm sure there's many keepers in there. Okay, only a minute remaining, so Brent will shoot me if I do a second one. So that's that.
I just want to cut the little Z in your forehead.
For Skittles? Okay. Anyway, anything else? 1 minute left.
That's Swerve?
Yeah, it does look like Swerve, huh? Singer of the Toy Dolls? All right. Everyone, I want you to have a good weekend. I might do another live feed sometime this weekend. I'm not sure. We'll see. Maui Super Dog was not from Mandelbrot. That was from Not So Dog.
They brought an intelligent elephant, and Nanny was her nanny.
Later, y'all.
One dark night, she slipped her IU chain, and off she ran to hit the sun and was never seen again. Night by night, she danced to the circus band. When Nellie was leading the big parade, she looked so proud and grand. No